Yes, guys, welcome back to Foot Region, and obviously make sure you guys before we start, make sure you subscribe and like the video, guys. It helps the channel out a lot. Make sure you follow all the socials as well. If we've got 79 subscribers, this is the road to 100, and we go on from there. Make sure you're doing all this. Make sure you share the video as well to your friends and peers. So make sure you do all of that. And there, this is going to be your European show. This is the third. This is the second one. Obviously, the one was hosted by Hans, but this time now I'm going to be hosting this show now from now on. And yeah, let's just get it. Let's just get started with. I'm going to start with the Juve game. Obviously, they played Inter Milan. 2-1 victory for them. I saw the highlights. Obviously, I didn't get to watch the full game, so I was watching the United game. But we'll talk about the Premier League and that in tomorrow's video with a few guests in there. So yeah, we focus on this one now. Juventus looking good. That game, obviously, poor start, but other than that, they picked it up. And then towards the end, Inter were piling some pressure on from what I saw in the highlights, but they came through that. Ronaldo. No surprises for me there that he scored 2 goals. When it comes to a big game, Ronaldo is just 9 times out of 10 he's going to score. He was going to win the team the game. That's just the type of player he is, man. He's got the mentality to be. He's a big man player. He's a big player, big game player, and he's probably the best big game player in the history of football. And yeah, no surprises there. Obviously, I saw this stat for Juventus. Since he's joined, I think is a very good stat for Ronaldo, but it's poor from Juventus collectively. 6 UCL knockout games, 3 Coppa Italia semi-finals, 1 Coppa Italia final. Ronaldo 10 goals. The rest of Juventus 0, and I think that's a very poor stat. I think the team as a whole got to contribute to more goals, and especially in the big games, because obviously they can't be over reliant on Ronaldo. As much as a big game player, he is 36 tomorrow, and yeah, he's getting older, and they're going to need more players to step up. And if they want to go back to the levels they were, then I think they need to also sign more players, and also players in the current team need to just make sure they're stepping up in the big games for them if they want to be going to the level they were like 3-4 seasons ago, because they can be doing that. Obviously, the Serie A table is looking very, very tasty. He's looking very tasty with AC Milan at top of the league, who I want for them to win the Serie A, just because they're looking back and they were one of the most iconic teams, and also it's a massive change in football as well to see them win it. So hopefully they win it. Inter Milan are second, only 2 points behind. So again, could be anyone's, with Roma third with 40 and Juventus on 39 with a game in hand under the teams above them. So if they win that game again, Juventus are back in the hunt, and it wouldn't even surprise me if they win it, man, because Pirlo's looking like he's now got his best team. He's got a proper tune out of them. Obviously, I've got a friend of mine who watches pretty much every Juventus game, and he tells me all about them. And so this is the defense is letting them down, but other than that, they've actually been all right in the midfield and attack. Obviously, they're interested in Aouar. If they do get him, that'd be a fantastic signing. Obviously, Arsenal previously linked to him, so if they get Aouar, that'll be a good signing for them. He's looking like he will leave this summer, and yeah. Serie A is looking tight. Let me know who you guys think is going to win it, because for me, I think Juventus will probably just win it because it's the inevitability that they just win the league all the time. But I want AC Milan to win. Hopefully they do and just get that job done, man. No scares for me. And also Pirlo, the fair he's proving me wrong. When I say proving me wrong, I knew Pirlo would do good, but I thought it'd take him time. But he's looking like now he's getting it done. And now he's just getting Juventus at a higher stage quicker than I thought he would, because I thought it would probably take him I thought he'd just get 4th, but I didn't think he would challenge, just because obviously he got the players, but it takes time to implement a style, obviously the mentality of one last Sarri. So obviously I just thought it'd take him a little bit of time, but again, I should have known better, man. Pirlo's a smart player, man. If you saw him on the pitch, he was a proper technician. He played with his brain, and I'm not even surprised that he's doing all right in the coaching stages, man. He can just tell with certain players the way they played that they're just made to be a coach, and Pirlo was one of those players. So very risky for me to predict that madness there from him. So yeah, obviously we go on to the next team, PSG, who obviously they lost to Laurent 3-2. Obviously, I think they got a last minute goal, and then they won 3-0 against Nimes. I watched the highlights for them games as well. I need to get more into that league as well. But from what I saw, they do play good football. PSG on again, new manager Mauricio Pochettino. Again, I think he's a phenomenal manager, and I think PSG. I'm expecting PSG to be going for the Champions League final again, because they got some good players in there, and they got a world-class manager, in my opinion, in Pochettino. The question is, is Poch got the mentality to lead teams on there? Obviously, that's been asked, and I think he does. I think at Tottenham, you can even see it with Jose. The mentality is, I don't know if it's just it's a Tottenham thing or something that is a culture thing there, but the mentality ain't even strong there. So I'm not even surprised. So when we look at him at Tottenham, he's already won a trophy now, first trophy. It's great. Yeah, it wasn't the most prestigious trophy, but he's still got one. So I think he can lead to PSG to a Champions League. I think he can. Genuinely think he can with the players like Neymar and Mbappe. There's no way. There's no reason why he can't, because I like the way he's using Neymar now. Neymar in the number 10. I think Neymar looks waving in the number 10. A free roll, not out in the wings where he has to like sometimes track back and has that responsibility. He's in that number 10 free roll, just cooking people up, getting the ball from the halfway line, starting attacks, finishing attacks, just doing what Neymar does, man. What players like that should be getting, the freedom they should be getting, just getting the ball direct, dribbling, just doing all of that. And that's why it's good to see Neymar just billing it down there. Obviously, PSG are third. I think they're like 3 points off Lille. They'll win. Obviously, they'll win League One. Obviously, it's getting a little tight, but obviously on the 2 card, I think the players start playing for him. I think he's a good manager still. But yeah, they will easily win. They will easily win the League One. They always do, and I think they'll go far in the Champions League. But yeah, obviously as well, Neymar is set to sign a 4-year contract. If you saw our Instagram post, you would have seen that Neymar is set to sign a 4-year contract. He's obviously thinking that PSG said that. From what I've heard from Fabrizio Romano, what I've seen from his tweet, that he thinks that PSG will try and sign Lionel Messi. And for me, I'm not sure if they will get Lionel Messi. I don't think Lionel Messi will even leave, just because the new president's coming in. I think the main reason he wanted to leave, not only because the team was not as good, but it's because the president, like, he was signing players that the team didn't need, just wasting out money. Obviously, Messi's on a stellar contract, but he deserves the money, let's be perfectly honest. He's Mr. Barcelona, and he's still bringing more money into Barcelona anyway, alone, than the whole club itself anyway, so I don't see a problem with that. But back to what I was saying, I don't think he will leave if the new president comes in. If he likes their vision, and they'll probably will be a better president than Bartomeu, because the reason he wanted to leave was because of Bartomeu, who I thought he was a job man of a president. But yeah, if the president looks good and Messi likes him, he'll probably stay at Barcelona because of the loyalty he has for them, the love he has for them, and he will stay at Barcelona if they can go back to challenging. Because the only reason Messi wants to leave is because he wants to challenge for the major honours, and you can't blame him for that. And if Barcelona can get back to that, there's no reason he will stay, because the president will probably be a good one, and then Messi will stay. So that's why I don't see him leaving. But if he was to leave, I think he'll go to PSG more likely than Man City, even though Man City can't afford him. I don't think Man City will probably give him the wages and that. I thought the only thing that was probably attracts him to Man City is Pep. So, but I think he'll go PSG just because the money they got, and also what Neymar's been saying in the press, saying that him and Messi will be playing together in 2021. But if there is the case that he leaves, he'll probably go PSG. It's an easier league to go to than the Premier League at his age as well. So, and he has a chance of winning the Champions League at PSG with the manager and the players around him there. So, yep, I do see Messi staying and Neymar signing a new contract, which looks like he's probably going to see out his last big contract at PSG, which I think did not want that to happen. I probably want to see him go to Barca. For me, just from a standpoint, because I doubt how easy the league is there, probably would have liked to see him go back to Barca or no. But when you get a new manager like Poch, he probably believes in his project and believes he can get a Champions League at PSG. So we have to see where that goes, obviously. So yeah, Neymar looks like to be committing his future and his prime years at PSG. And now we look at the Barcelona game. What a comeback they did. It was 2-0, 88th minute. Messi brings out a world-class pass into Griezmann. He nods it down perfectly into Jordi Alba, and bang, it's 2-1, and then boom, no, that was 2-2, sorry, and then Messi makes a very good pass to Griezmann, who slots it in. Difficult finish from Griezmann, and yeah, what a goal for that was. And then Barcelona just went into extra time and just roasted them up there, 5-3 in extra time against Granada, and yeah, looks like Barcelona are looking good this season. These past couple of weeks, obviously apart from the semi-final against Athletic his club of Bio, something like that. I mean, if I got that wrong anyway. But yeah, they are second in the league and now pushing up for second in the league as well. Only 10 points behind Atletico, and you never know, Atletico just could get a couple of poor results and bang, Barcelona are in for a shot for the Liga. So it could be anything, but I still think Atletico will probably see out with the coach they have, Diego Simeone, with the way he plays as well, pragmatic, so they'll probably see out. So very interesting there, and it's just like, that's why I think Messi will stay, because Barcelona looking good. Coleman's looking like he's found his best team. He's getting the tune out of them. Obviously, he still needs a central defender, because again, I think it's just Barcelona's defence letting them down. I think the midfield and attack, I think that's no problem. It's just the defence at the back, like great. Langlay's been making mistakes. Titty's just coming back and he's making mistakes. PK, he's aging. I don't know who else to centre back. I think they got a young one. He's looking good, but again, he's young. They're going for Eric Garcia. For me, I don't think that's the centre back you should be going for. Eric Garcia, like, he's young. He's not proven, and Barcelona need a world-class proven defender in their team to stop these individual mistakes. They still got a world-class keeper. You need to add a world-class defender in there. That is just my opinion on it. But again, he could just go out there and prove me wrong, because again, the way he plays, it looks like he is suited for the Spanish league. But I still don't know. Obviously, he's got the physicality of the Prem to bring to Spain. But for me, I still don't know about that, if that's going to be the best of signings. But yeah, looks like Barcelona will probably finish the season strong. Obviously, I think they'll be getting knocked out of the Champions League against PSG, just because again, their defense is so weak. I think PSG, the attackers, will just exploit that. And yeah, if they get through, that'll be a very big shock. But yeah, I don't see them getting through anyway. If they get past PSG, I don't know if they'll get far in the Champions League again. Defense is so important in today's game, and just because how strong attacks are in other teams, and there's too many weak defenses in a lot of teams, and they get exploited by the better teams. So that's why I just think PSG will just pam them up in there. But yeah, we'll see though. That's going to be a very interesting game. The Champions League is back soon, so I'm just going to give you guys my Champions League game predictions from now anyways, just to finish it off. RB Leipzig versus Liverpool. I think Liverpool will win that game just because of how high the way Leipzig play. I don't know if Nagelsmann will change to go a bit more defensive or pragmatic, but I don't think he would do that. I think he will be naive like he did against Manchester United. So yeah, like he did against Manchester United with the high line, and when you have players like Salah and Mane, they can just explode and boom. And with the balls, Henderson will play Thiago. They'll just get in behind and bang bang. And I think they'll just probably get a 3-0 win there. Barcelona, PSG, I've already said PSG will probably win. It's the first leg as well. Barcelona at home, PSG, but I'm going to go for, whenever a team has Messi, I always think they're going to score at least one. So I'm going to go for 3-1 PSG. Dortmund, Seville. Dortmund, I don't know. Sancho is looking like he's on good form now, obviously, as confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. Dortmund will let Jadon Sancho go this summer, and Manchester United look like they'll be the goal front headers for that. As a United fan, electric for that signing. As a football fan, electric for that signing to see Sancho in the Premier League. So I'm happy either way to see Sancho go. As long as he don't go to the rival clubs, then I'm okay, fam. I'm okay. And Haaland, again, he looks like he'll probably go this summer as well. So Dortmund will probably lose them 2 assets, and I think they will probably give the war for Dortmund. And I think they have enough. They have enough to get past Seville. Obviously, got the young Jude Bellingham in midfield. Royce looks like he's coming back from injury. He'll probably be a feature in that game. So if I'm going to give a result, I'll probably give a 2-1 Dortmund. But yeah, Seville are a very good team though. Let's not look past them. Obviously, they won the Europa League as well, but thank God they're not in the Europa League this season. Porto versus Juventus should be a straightforward game for Juventus if they don't make it difficult for themselves. So I'm going to go for 2-0 Juventus. Juventus are away. Atletico versus Chelsea. If Lampard was in charge, I would have probably given a 3-0 Atletico, because Lampard was... he was making Chelsea look dead. But Tuchel's come in, and I can already see what he wants to do with Chelsea. You can already see what he wants to play, the way he's got the fullbacks. Like, he's making Hudson-Odoi look like a great wing back, and that's what brilliant coaches do. They get the best out of players in most positions, and I think that'll be a very, very interesting game, tactical versus tactical. I think Chelsea have the better players, but I think Atletico got more to know it how they're in this stage. They've been in this stage before. They've been in Champions League finals, most of these players anyway. So that's going to be a difficult one. Atletico at home, so I'll probably go for 1-0 Atletico, to be fair. But I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea get a result there. Bayern, Lazio. I've not been doing the best in Serie A this season, so I'm probably just going to go for 2-0 Bayern. Real Madrid, Atalanta. Zidane is obviously under a lot of pressure. There's been a lot of poor results there, and Real Madrid fans want him out. Obviously, Nagelsmann looks at the first choice for Real Madrid if Zidane gets sacked. But in the Champions League clutch moments, I do back Real Madrid most of the times. But with the results they've been getting, I don't know if Ramos will be playing that game, so I'm just going to go for 2-1 Atalanta, just because of the Real Madrid season. Just to be fair, then Mönchengladbach versus Manchester City. Man City have been on... The form Manchester City have been on is nuts, man. Obviously, I'll get more into depth in that, obviously, with Diaz and all that. They can't concede, so I'm just going to go for a straightforward 2-0 Manchester City. I don't know if De Bruyne will be back for that game, but that's what I'll be going for anyway. So guys, that is your European show for today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, guys. Do that, please. Help the channel grow. Let's get sharing as well. Let's get the views up again. Our views have been dropping a little bit, but you know what, like I said, now I'm going to be more consistent. Now I'm just going to get more guests on here and just make sure these shows enjoyable for you like to be watching. Obviously with football debates are what we love to see, and that's why we love the beautiful game, just for the debates. So make sure you follow our Instagram and TikTok, which are up top of there. And then a link in the description, so make sure you're getting down in there. And yeah, tomorrow you will be getting, not tomorrow, sorry, Saturday midday as usual, you'll be getting the Premier League weekend roundup. I think there'll be about 3 other guests with me. If not, it'll probably be 2, and then if worst comes to worst, I'll be delivering it on my own as always again. So yeah, make sure your eyes are peeled for that one Saturday midday. Click that notification bar, because that's when the video will be out. So yeah guys, K-Bax is out.